What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Life You Have with Tez. That's me. And today we're going to do something a little bit different than what we normally do. I normally give you guys some advice or something saving money or how to make your life that much better. But today I'm actually going to do what I started this channel for in the first place, which was gardening my way. Anyway, I'm a little bit behind on the growing season. I actually just moved. Check my last video. I was moving from Fort Hood, Texas. Now I'm in Fort Drum, New York, zone 8 to zone 3. So the method that I'm using to start my garden early and get an early start on this season, the Aerogarden. So you guys might remember when I actually used the Aerogarden. So we're gonna get started on that. Okay guys, so we are in my makeshift studio right now. And this is my Aerogarden Classic 6. So I have two methods of doing this today. So I want to talk about these. Is what I actually picked up online from Roberto Matthews. He 3D prints these Aerogarden plugs right here. I'm going to be trying to put some actual Miracle-Gro potting mix into there just to just get something going here. I'm going to also be doing a comparison with the actual Miracle-Gro sponges that actually come with the system. So what I'm actually going to be trying to start earlier. So this corn right here is burpee, but it's early sun glow hybrid. Like I said, I'm in zone 3. So my ideal time to put things in, my ideal time for where I'm at is June. That doesn't give me very long, but this has 63 days to harvest. I was going to do another video talking about that. If you can't get your stuff in when you want it to, then you better kickstart your season off. So I'm going to be starting some corn and of course some Nevada lettuce. I got some Grand Rapids. I'm going to try out this Swiss Chard too as well, just because why not? And black seeded Simpson. Okay, so I'm going to come back because you guys already have seen how to load this thing up. Okay, so the thing about Roberto Matthews is 3D printed Aerogarden sponge holders is that number one, you don't have to go out and buy the Aerogarden sponges at all. Which look like this, but these things are actually very, very good for airflow and moisture retention, and they tend to actually sprout a whole lot faster than these right here because there isn't, there's no air. Like, it only comes in through the top and it comes out like the actual roots actually come out through the bottom. But basically the idea is you just put in your own soil mixture inside of here and then it goes from there. So there's not as much airflow, but if you get the right mixture, hopefully I'm using potting mix this time. Last time I used a mixture of Jiffy seed starter and coconut coir, so hopefully this time we're gonna get some results here. But this is what I'm gonna do a couple of ones like this, and I'm gonna use some of the Miracle-Gro seed starters and see what's gonna happen from there. Yeah, I tried these last time. They didn't really do anything, but I'm actually gonna do some of the bigger stuff in these because he said that you could actually transplant these straight out of the Aerogarden just like this. Fill all the the city pickers I have 4 of them. The plan is to fill up 5 of them with corn and get them all growing at the same time. Now I'm worried because corn is a huge stocky vegetable and these things are very, very tiny on the top. But enough of my blathering. We'll be back. What I'm doing now is I'm just covering this stuff up with just trying to simulate, because that's what this one is all about, is trying to simulate. Just like if you were planting out in the real garden, you'd want to cover it up with however many inches of soil, or ½ inch or a quarter inch or whatever it is for you. Okay, then you're going to take this right here, this Miracle-Gro dome that comes with the regular pods, and you're just going to cover it up. Why? Because you need that heat to actually start working. Now I'm going to go ahead and as you can see, this one is a normal one and it's already been wet. You want to pre-moisten your Miracle-Gro sponges before you even put a seed inside of them. You'll thank me later if you don't. You'll just have a wet bottom and a dry top. And with lettuce, you don't really have to worry about being nice with it, but I'll come back. You don't have to watch me do that. Okay, so we're back. I was able to put corn in 2 of them. So this right here has a corn in there. Yeah, sometimes you gotta get creative with what you use. This is a scoop from a protein powder. And this one right here is also another corn. That one I was drilling, trying to make a deep water culture container, and I just used the little discs that I drilled out, and they work perfect for me. They still block the light out. But this time, the last thing I'm going to use with another one of the Roberto Matthews 3D printed ones is I'm gonna put in some spinach. Now, I bought this specifically because it says, don't know if you can see that, but it says 25 days to harvest. That's giant noble spinach. It claims this, so we're gonna see. Today, the day is actually March the 7th, 2021. So we're gonna see. I'll be right back after I plant this. Okay, and just like that, all of the spots that I want to plant have been planted. So with this, I have not put any kind of plant food inside of the Aerogarden yet. They tell you to put at least 1 drop in when you first put it in there, but I find if you wait the first 2 weeks and then you put your half a capful in, you'll still be fine. I don't really want to overload because of the fact that I do have some growing in traditional soil, which is this one right here, which is the spinach, and this one right here, which is the Swiss Chard. So I don't really want to burn out the plant, so I'll just be playing it by ear and we'll keep coming back to it. But okay, so the goal is to actually see if things that I'm trying to do can get grown. I know, like I said, I'm trying to start actual vegetables and that sort of thing and put them out in the garden while there's still snow on the ground. So this will help me get a way big giant start on the season versus actually trying to wait and then put them in the soil in June, because that's, like I said, zone 3, very, very, very short season for the summer. It's probably going to start snowing again around August time frame here in New York. So I've got to be on the ball with how I plant and what I plant. So I'll do another video on that later. If the question is asked, can you live off of Aerogardens? Maybe. But I wouldn't bet your life on it. And I will let you guys know how the Roberto Matthews planters actually turn out.